Gold just closed the week with a bearish candle near a key support zone. Is this a trap before a breakout to 5,600 or the beginning of a deeper correction? Most traders miss gold's biggest moves because they don't understand the deeper forces driving this market. In this breakdown, I'll show you where smart money is positioning right now, the three key macro forces shaping gold's next move, and my precise trading roadmap for the week. If you trade gold seriously, stay to the end. This breakdown will change how you see the market. Macro outlook. Three key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the monthly chart. On the monthly time frame, the US dollar index remains within a long-term uptrend. Price has been consolidating for more than 9 months, which often acts as a base before a major move. If the monthly candle closes above 100 level, it could signal the start of a strong bullish phase. In that scenario, DXY could move toward 104 and potentially extend to 110 or even 114. It's also important to note that in previous cycles, after 6 to 8 months of consolidation, the dollar typically experienced very strong breakouts once resistance was cleared. On the weekly time frame, after more than 42 weeks of consolidation, DXY has now printed a strong bullish weekly candle, closing above 100 level. The price structure is forming a double bottom pattern combined with a pin bar and a failed breakdown around 96 level earlier. This type of price action often signals a potential trend reversal to the upside. Next week, DXY may continue rising toward 101.5 resistance area, where we could see a temporary pullback before the index potentially continues higher toward 104 and beyond. Zoom into the daily chart. Following the failed breakdown below 96, the dollar has recovered very strongly. The final trading session of the week closed above the 100 level, successfully breaking a resistance zone that had rejected price several times before. With this type of strong bullish price action, DXY could continue its recovery toward 101.5 and possibly higher levels. Here's the catch. DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is the battlefield where gold reacts first, and everything else follows. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitics remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated significantly. The United States has deployed multiple aircraft carrier groups and is coordinating with Israel in military actions against Iran, with the conflict spreading across the region. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no agreement has been made. Until a concrete resolution emerges, global uncertainty will likely continue supporting gold as a safe haven asset. This isn't just political noise, it's a clear escalation in global tensions, and gold consistently reacts to these developments. Now let's look behind the charts at institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. While retail traders often react to price, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. Last week, SPDR Gold Trust continued selling more than 2 tons of gold. Over the past 2 weeks, the fund has reduced its holdings by a total of around 30 tons. This is one of the largest selling waves we've seen from the fund in the past 2 years. Such large-scale selling suggests that institutional investors may be anticipating a potential downside risk for gold, especially if the US dollar index begins a stronger recovery in the coming period. More importantly, institutions continue to hold a large core position accumulated earlier. Both the weekly and monthly charts confirm this behavior, signaling expectations for higher gold prices over the medium to long term. When capital of this magnitude moves, retail traders often get trapped chasing momentum too late. Institutions don't predict, they position. Current flows suggest strategic positioning toward the 5,200 to 5,600 region, with higher levels possible if macro conditions continue to align before profit-taking occurs. This positioning also serves as a hedge against a potential Ukraine peace agreement and a rebound in the US dollar. This is how institutional capital manages risk, by scaling exposure strategically, not reacting to headlines or short-term volatility. This rally isn't random. It's a result of a rare macro alignment between dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning. Now let's turn to the charts and see what gold is really telling us. Gold analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's outlook and executed the buy setups around 5,000 level. That position is now delivering more than 2,000 pips so far. In earlier analyses, we also highlighted the 4,400 to 4,500 major bottom zone, as well as the 4,600 to 4,700 corrective wave support, well before the market reacted. Our framework also detected early signs of institutional accumulation around 3,900, well before the broader rally began. Many of these high probability levels were shared earlier with traders in our private Telegram community before the market reacted. We share intraday market updates and deeper breakdowns there too. Now let's zoom into the charts. Weekly, daily, H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really showing. Starting with the weekly chart. On the weekly time frame, if we analyze using trend lines and the MA20, gold technically remains within an overall uptrend. However, when combining support-resistance analysis with the outlook for the US dollar, the risk of a deeper correction in gold becomes significantly higher if the dollar continues to strengthen. The weekly candle closed bearish and near the key support level around 5,000, indicating that selling pressure is starting to increase. If this momentum continues, gold could decline further next week to test the 4,900 support zone and potentially extend toward 4,700 or even 4,500 in a deeper correction scenario. Shifting down to the daily, now let's look at the daily chart, the clearest window into gold's next move. On the daily time frame, gold is currently consolidating within a triangle pattern. The last two trading sessions of the week printed two consecutive bearish candles, suggesting that selling pressure is currently dominating the market. This suggests that the 5,000 support level may struggle to hold in the coming sessions. In many cases, the market will sweep liquidity below key support levels before deciding the next directional move. If DXY continues to recover, gold could form a double top structure, increasing the probability of a stronger correction toward 4,900 and possibly lower levels. So let's zoom into the H4 chart, where things get even more interesting. On the H4 time frame, gold is clearly weakening. Prices failed to create higher highs and is currently trading below a descending trend line. Recent bearish candles are stronger than the bullish ones, indicating that sellers still control the short-term momentum. In this situation, gold may need a deeper correction to shake out short-term sellers before any sustainable recovery can occur. In the near term, gold could decline toward the 4,900 area, potentially see a temporary bounce, and then continue moving lower depending on how strong the recovery in DXY becomes. This structure gives traders a clear multi-time frame view. The broader trend remains intact, with the pullback seen as a healthy correction. Gold stays in a strong upward cycle, supported by institutional and central bank demand, while the DXY rebound remains the key variable to watch. Now, here's the part most traders wait for, the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead.
Trading plan, March 16 to 20, 2026. First sell zone, 51.77 to 51.99. Daily resistance, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 52.02. Targets, 51.53 to 51.03 short, 50.53 to 50.03 mid, 49.53 to 46.03 long. Second sell zone, 50.47 to 50.99. Nearest resistance, H4 downtrend line, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 51.02. Targets, 50.03 to 49.53 short, 49.03 to 48.53 mid, 48.03 to 46.03 long. Pro tip, false breakout, wait for the retest, re-enter for clean profits. Remember, probabilities don't guarantee outcomes, but they keep us disciplined. First buy zone, 4,800 to 4,853. Rising trend line, daily, round number, 80% price reaction. Stop loss, 47.87. Targets, 48.97 to 49.47 short, 49.97 to 50.47 mid, 50.97 to 51.97 long. Second buy zone, 4,600 to 4,725. Weekly support, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 45.87. Targets, 47.97 to 48.47 short, 48.97 to 49.47 mid, 49.97 to 51.97 long. Please note, the stop-loss levels I mention are for reference only. You should always adjust them based on your own risk tolerance, market conditions, and capital management. Third buy zone, 4,400 to 45.25. Institution support, discount zone, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 43.87. Targets, 45.97 to 46.47 short, 46.97 to 47.97 mid, 5,007 to 55.97 long. Gold never moves randomly. It moves where liquidity, macro pressure, and institutional positioning align. If you want intraday execution updates and early positioning before the move begins, details are shared inside our private group. Trade with structure, trade with discipline. Master gold, master the market.